There's been a disaster tragedy that requires all of your immediate attention.
Don't you stand there and judge me like I'm some kind of criminal.
I am here merely to tell you that the day will come.
I don't give a fuck.
You either get used to it or you get lost.
I'm working something out. It's called a metaphor.
Well, what are you working out?
It's secret. That's why it's called metaphor. It's a secret. That's what metaphor means. Secret. Fuck those dumplings.
Broadcasting live from downtown Cleveland.
You're supposed to be dead. Sorry to disappoint.
Could you, roll me one of those, cowboy?
Tell you what, I'd like to bend her over a barrel and show her the 50 states, you know what I'm saying?
On morningshowcentral.com.
You want to leave the condom off? Go for it.
You think you got issues?
Please, enlighten me.
Wait till you get a load of these clowns.
Who the fuck are you?
Come here to get your weekly fix of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah, it's got its tongue up my ass.
No.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Come on in. Oh, and bring your whore. We'll all do some blow.
What the fuck's going on?
On morningshowcentral.com.
Yeah, that was probably the first sign of the apocalypse.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
Oh, damn, motherfucker. What up, brother?
Oh, it's you. Okay. You got to hold on a second. My intro's still going. Oh, he hung up. Damn it. What the hell? You shouldn't have hung up.
Everything is closing in. All this emptiness it surrounds me. With everything I feel, I just know. Oh, it's changing.
I can't believe we put these Skid Row tickets up online.
Yeah.
And then we got a bunch of people. And then we got these, what are the Rockapalooza tickets?
Rockapalooza.
And where's this at now?
That's in Jackson County, Michigan.
And I can't believe people from Cleveland want to go to Jackson County Fairgrounds
You know
in
why? Because
Michigan.
there ain't nothing going on around here.
Well, the cool thing about it, though, there's 100 bands playing at this damn thing. And one of them is Mushroomhead.
Yeah, at least one band's got to be good out of all those.
Right. Candlebox, Saliva.
That'd be cool, man.
Right.
That sounds like cool.
Yeah, so it'd be a ton of bands there. So
I considered going to it.
Also, we got some tickets that we might be giving away tonight from Peabodys. We have Chris Zitterbart in studio. We're going to talk to him for a little bit and find out what's going on with him. Eventually, they're going to be moving, so we'll talk to him and find out what's going on with the whole Peabodys ordeal, too. So, and also, I got Skid Row tickets, too.
I heard we were moving, too. Oh, no, that's a bowel movement.
I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded.
Before the show started, I was talking to Chris, and I was like, well, where are you moving to? He said, I'm not telling you. I'm like, well, why not? He goes, I haven't figured it out yet. I'll figure it out before the end of the show.
All these memories, they surround me. Now only broken dreams are all that I found. Oh, it's killing me. Now I feel like you got the best of me.
Oh, yeah, Soil's almost done with her album. Do you know that?
I didn't talk to Tim. I've been wanting to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
I've just been so damn busy.
Yeah, they're almost done with their album, too. So, that's the other thing, too, is I want Soil to come to Cleveland again. So,
I can make that happen.
Well, no,
as long as they're coming to town.
I can make it happen right now. Hey, Chris, get a hold of Tim King from Soil and tell him to get his ass to Cleveland.
Doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know.
Every time we have those guys in the studio, it's either chaos or something.
Or a concert.
Or a concert.
You make me weak, and now I fear.
I remember being at the old Lakewood studio, and I said, "Hey, Tim, you want to come in for an interview?" He said, "I'll do better than that. I'll bring the whole band and we'll play." And I'm like, okay.
I'm surrounded. I'm caught in my feelings again. They're ringing out inside my head. It's
Oh yeah, these tickets, these Skid Row tickets and these Rockapalooza tickets. You have until 10 o'clock to get to the studio. The address is 1419 East 40th. That's Cleveland, Ohio, 44103. Throw it in your GPS. Get your ass here. First come, first serve. I'm not going to turn around and take special requests to hold tickets. If you get here, you get a ticket, you get a ticket. So you'll have a pair of tickets to Skid Row. I have 2 pairs of Skid Row tickets. And I don't know how many pairs of Rockapalooza. What do we got?
I think there's 8 tickets.
Let's see.
Here.
You got 2.
Got 4 pairs.
It's 2 pair, 3 pair. Yeah, you got 3 pairs of tickets here. So, first come, first serve.
everything that exists. The walls are slowly closing in. And now I can't pretend. It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak.
Oh, yeah, we got an interview, too. Another interview, a recorded interview. What do we got? American Fang?
Oh, yeah, American Fangs.
Yeah, they're going to...
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Did you get to listen to some of their music?
Yeah, I listened to it. Matter of fact, when you threw that song at the end of the interview, I was listening to it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool, though. So, yeah, that was from Rock on the Range, correct?
Yep.
All right, so yes, Dom was at Rock at the Range, and he got a bunch of interviews, and one of them that we're going to play tonight is American Fangs, so you'll be able to hear that a little later tonight as well. So, was that any good, though?
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. Did you get him to do anything crazy?
I don't remember. I think we may have been talking Man-O-War loincloths and shit.
Like
vampires and fucking guy getting his ass whipped or something like that.
Okay, well that sounds good.
It's pretty good.
Is it as good as the interview?
Steel Panther?
Yeah, Steel Panther interview that we did?
Nothing compared to Steel Panther.
That was awesome, dude. I could listen to that interview over and over again.
It's a PSA, man. I tell people, anybody who wants to get into interviewing, I mean, if they want to be a journalist or whatever and get in any type of media and they want to interview people, they need to watch and listen to that Steel Panther to know how to actually do a proper interview.
Right.
And not be boring.
Right. Look, I listen to a lot of morning radio here in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And they ask the same dumb questions over and over and over again. I mean, it's ridiculous, the crap that you hear from these radio DJs here in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's dumb, so.
Next week we have interview with the band Deuce.
Okay.
And as well as Young Guns.
Okay.
They're out of England. And that's a pretty cool one there. I get to talk to these guys about what do they think about Austin Powers since they're from the UK.
Awesome.
So you got to hear that response.
I gotta hear this one. And then also I have a in studio guest we're working on right now. It's a local band here in Cleveland. I still have to tie up the knots and everything else, so they'll be in next week as well. I'll let you know then.
Because I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear I'm surrounded.
All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742 or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. Dom's in there right now. If you missed any part of this show, you can always go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. There you'll be able to find all the archives of the shows that we did last week and years that we've been doing this stupid-ass thing. So, yeah, that's where you can find it, uncensorednetnoise.com. Dom, what'd you do over the weekend, man?
Oh, I don't know. I was busy. I know that.
Yeah. What did you do anything special at all?
I'm trying to think. What did I do?
No.
Was there a concert or something? What did I do last week?
I don't know.
Was I sick? I think I was sick last week.
Oh, yeah, you were.
That's
Something about
right.
your throat.
Oh, I still my left ear.
Really?
Yeah, I've been on antibiotics. Since I left Rockin' the Range, it all went to hell.
Your
for me.
ears are ringing still?
Yeah, it still sounds like this in my left ear.
You know what that means, though? You're getting old.
No.
You can't go to these concerts no more.
No. It was after the concert.
Well, that's the point. It's loud at the concert,
No,
and then when
no,
you left, you got ringing in your ears.
It didn't ring
It's
while
like
I was
shell
there.
shock. You got bombed.
So does it take a day later?
Yeah.
A day later for the ringing to start.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that all about?
I don't know. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
You still got those tickets you're giving away?
Yes, we do.
Am I caller 4?
Yeah, you're caller 4.
I want to go to Rock-a-Fuckalooza.
Okay, you can go to it. Here, you can have your tickets right now. Here, I'll give them to you right now. There you go. There's
Who
your
won them?
tickets.
Who won the tickets?
Dom. Yeah, so yeah, that's the whole point of it though. When you go to these concerts and stuff like that. Is that the volume? All right.
It's off.
All right. So when you go to these concerts and stuff like that,
Yeah.
after the whole thing is done, you're going to have ringing in your ears the whole entire time. So yeah, it's going to take a couple days for you. You still have it in your ears now?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
It don't
dude.
last fucking a week.
Well,
2 weeks.
You need to go get your ears checked.
I did. I told you. I went.
Did you
ahead.
wear earplugs?
Fuck no, man. I'm deaf in my right ear.
So am I. Well,
I went to Rock on the Range the 18th, 19th, or 17th, whatever it is, that weekend. That was 2 weeks ago.
right.
I went to Motorhead in 1983, I think it was.
You're old.
That was the loudest concert ever recorded outside the building. They literally stopped the concert because the ceiling was falling in. So, and I went to that one. My ears were ringing for 2 days.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, also the other thing is,
So you're trying to tell me Steel Panther concert?
it's more than
definitely.
Steel Panther, dude. There's how many bands were at Rock on the Range?
Just probably 60.
Okay, then 60 bands.
I didn't go see all 60.
Well, you're in the tent next to the fucking
No,
stage.
no, remember, it has to be quiet if you're recording.
Right.
And you're broadcasting. It's not going to be
Right.
that loud.
Right.
Next year when you go, you'll see.
Okay, yeah. So,
It's one big clusterfuck. And it is. That's what it is. It's every man for himself, and everybody's standing around looking for somebody to.
but it's a good time, though, right?
Oh yeah, it's a
Okay.
blast.
Yeah. So.
I love it. I look forward to that.
Yeah. So. I also want to give a little shout out to my daughter. I want to say congratulations to her. She's graduating to the next grade, and also that she's getting her little. If she keeps the course, and for the next 6 years, she has a full ride to Ohio State University. Also, I have a surprise for her. I talked to my wife's probably listening to the show with headphones right now, so you can tell her right now.
She's going on Maury with you?
No, she's actually going to the show that's coming to Cleveland, Blood on the Dance Floor at Peabody's.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and tell her that I do have the tickets and we're ready to go. So
Are you going to go?
I have to. I got to take my daughter.
You're gonna.
Maybe I could just drop her off at Chris and say, "Hey, have fun."
They do got the Peabody's Playhouse there for the
Do
kids.
they really?
Yeah.
No.
They get
The
the little,
church
they
of-
get the little daycare. Then the Church of Peabody.
Peabody's. Inside
Reverend
joke.
Chris.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to say congratulations to her. She did a hell of a job this year, and she got this scholarship with Ohio State University. So shout out to her though about that. All right, we got a bunch of little stories I want to get to really, really quick, and we'll go over some of them and see what you guys think of them or whatever the case may be.
What you got? What you got?
Children's Television Network launches a transsexual superhero show.
Well, it's about damn time.
Mm-hmm. Nothing says child-appropriate material quite as gender bending.
Then strapping your balls to your fucking left leg.
Right. So I guess the chick that's in this thing, or whatever the case may be, she's a crime-fighting girl, and she does like magic words or whatever. It says "You go, girl." He becomes a she-wow.
Huh.
Okay, so if she says "You go, girl,"
Yeah.
he turns into a she-wow or something like that. The guy does. Okay. She wears a purple skirt and a cape, as well as pink gloves and white boots. And I guess the Children's Network or whatever that's doing this, a lot of people are up in arms over it right now because they said it's inappropriate for television or whatever. But here's the thing, though. It doesn't really say when the show's going to start or whatever, if they're going to put it on. But I'm assuming this is going to be like one of those late night shows or whatever the case may be. So, or it's going to be like Family Guy or something like that, you know, where they have
it's going to turn into an Adult Swim kind of thing.
Exactly. So, I don't see the problem with it. Do you?
Not now.
Right.
If I was a little older, I'd probably be thinking there's some issues that need to be considered, especially for the morality for the upcoming generations of our children and where society and the moral fabric, where the decay is happening, and what is my actual role if I can make any changes to help better the human race.
And children?
Amen.
Okay. Then I must be a bad dad then, because I'm taking her to see blood on the dance floor. But
you are a bad father.
Right, but I don't give a shit. All right. Here's the other one too.
Yeah.
Have you ever did a prank in school? Like prank your friends or whatever, you know?
Want to hear some of the pranks I did?
Yeah, give me a prank, and I'll tell you let's see if it's worse than what we got here.
Okay, so this is like 6th grade at St. Vitus Elementary School, right down the street over here.
You have to mention it. Go ahead.
So, but this really happened. What we did was, me and my friend John back in the day, we would have, it was sex ed class.
Oh, God.
It was like our first class in the morning.
Yeah.
And what we did the night before, we had a bunch of penthouse centerfolds, and we went on the outside and we taped to the windows.
Oh, geez.
Now we had all the shades were down because we're going to watch movies on sex ed. And so, and he had, first it was the guys went in there and they watched about, you know, the guy's body or whatever they did. And then they had to step out, and then the girls went and saw their movie or whatever.
But they pulled the blinds back up, though,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
So eventually, after both sets watched this, we were all reconvened back in the room there. And then the nun would come by, Sister Mary Gertrude. She would come by and she'd grab the shade. And they were the real high ones, probably went like 20 feet up.
Yeah.
But we had centerfold. We had pussy all over the place, man. It was everywhere. And there was like 10 windows. And so she just walked by and just grabbed them, let them fly back up. They roll back up. She just went right down each one. The next one. You like that sound effect?
Right.
You picturing it?
Yeah.
And she didn't even look at it, and everybody just looked at it because then the light came in, and you were forced to look at all this chooty everywhere, fucking punani everywhere, and we just laughed and we laughed and we laughed. And then she finally turned around and looked over there, and she started screaming, and she was pulling the shades down. One of the shades broke. It was funny. How's that? Is that good?
That was a good one. Well, this one here was in Columbiana County, okay? And all this person did was change the name in their yearbook to somebody's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Okay, so I guess the person was in charge of the yearbook to create the yearbook, you know, print the yearbook and all this other stuff. So instead of the guy's name, it's Maston is his name.
Yes.
Okay. Well, she wrote in masturbate.
Yeah, hey, you know.
Okay. And this was in the 100th edition yearbook. Mm-hmm. They were celebrating 100 years of being a school and so on and so forth.
It's pride.
It's pride and everything.
Yes.
So in the
customs,
book, right, in the book, the one dude's name is now Masturbate.
Take pride in that.
Well, here's the thing. There were 700 yearbooks distributed.
Yes.
Okay. Until they caught the issue at hand. They tried to retrieve the 700 yearbooks, and nobody was giving them back because they wanted to keep them.
Yeah, they paid for them. They were theirs.
It cost, out of those 720 yearbooks, it was $41,000 for 720 yearbooks.
Wow.
Right. Nobody's giving them back at all. So now what's happening is that the school suspended the chick that did this. Also, there's a civil lawsuit against the girl that did it because now the parents of Masturbate are going after
Mr. Master.
Mr. Master. They're going after him right now. They're going
or
after
Mrs.
her.
Master.
Right. Mrs. Master's going
and
after the chick.
Mister.
Right, exactly. So
Master, Mr. Masturbator.
Would you spend 50 years in jail?
No.
If you were
I would spend one day if I had to.
Well, a man gets 50-year sentence for stealing ribs.
Were they good?
We're going to find out right now. A jury has sentenced a Waco man convicted of stealing a rack of ribs. Now get this.
Yeah.
He's 50 years old. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, actually, 43. 43-year-old Willie Smith.
Willie Smith. He's
Right.
got to be white.
He is a ward and convicted and sentenced to robbery on Wednesday in Waco. The whole rack of ribs were $35.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to stop him from stealing the ribs because I guess somebody caught him, but he got away with it. Well, he probably will be sentenced for 5 years in jail or 50 years in jail for doing it.
50 years in jail for stealing a rack of $35 ribs.
Right, exactly. So basically, what he did was attempted robbery, aggravated assault, and leaving the scene of an accident. And he was possessed. Get this.
Oh, that's the key thing right there.
Of cocaine.
Satan was in him.
Right. 4 misdemeanor convictions, including 2 thefts. He must serve at least a quarter of this sentence to be eligible for parole. So he's going to be serving 50 years for stealing a rack of ribs. Now, that's
nuts, man.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever stolen anything before? Like ribs or anything, or food? Plead the fifth?
I'm thinking food.
I think the worst thing I stole was a CD out of a Kmart.
Oh, I used to...
Those big long ones back in the day.
You know, if my daughter was in the other room, how much should I tell you about things that I did?
Right.
No, I never stole anything.
I stole the first, I think it was Garage Days, Metallica's Garage Days CD, and it was in a big long sleeve at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then at the bottom is this one lone CD in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my dumbass forgot there was a security tag inside of it.
Damn.
And I walked out the building with it, and the thing's going off and shit. And all they did was they took the CD from me and said, never come back to the store ever again. So I was banned from Kmart. And every time my mother would say, let's go to Kmart. Let's go to Kmart.
That's funny.
I said, no, Mom, I can't. I got things to do because I was banned from Kmart. So I didn't want her to know what was going on because they didn't tell my father or my mother what was going on, though. It's kind of weird, though. But the weirdest, I think that was the weirdest thing I ever took, though.
Did you ever steal anything from a gay bar?
No. Why would I go to a gay bar?
I'm just asking.
There's an app for that.
Is there?
Yeah, there's an app for that.
At a gay bar?
Yeah, well,
where to find gay bars?
No, there's actually an app to steer you straight if you are gay.
So why'd you print that off?
Are
you trying to do a public service announcement?
There's a cure if you're gay. So if you want to download the app, it's called A Door of Hope.
Door of Hope.
A Door of Hope.
So if all you little fruity nutcakes out there want to get straight, somehow you got to get this app on your phone.
A Door of Hope caters to the spiritual needs.
Yes.
And
that's for a parent who's going to put that on their kid's phone. But when's the kid going to turn it on?
It's available on Google Play.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay anything for it.
Did you check and see if it's available?
But it's based in Ohio too. It's founded by a former sinner. I guess his name is Mike Cleveland.
Oh.
It caters to spiritual needs of its flock through online courses. And if you ever need some spiritual guidance, you just pop on this app. It'll steer you straight from going gay.
I think the best way to keep yourself from going gay is going to jail.
Yeah.
And if you don't like fiber, you're definitely not. You won't be happy there.
Right. On that note, we're gonna take a break. You're listening to Uncensored.
Well, because if you like fiber, then you could be tossing a lot of salads.
Oh Jesus! We'll be right back.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Don't touch that mouse, or we'll come to your home and pistol whip you. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
You want a date? I'm gonna puke on you.
Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at MorningShowCentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
Can almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, Facebook.com/Burrito Crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to TurnScore. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, TurnScore is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. TurnScore will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, TurnScore is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscore.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com.
passion leading nowhere. Not a day has gone by, fighting, staying true. So listen close. This is my life. Over, I say a number. Waiting for the day I was grown up and lived who I would be. Do you know who you are? Believe in what you receive. Is it now time to tell yourself, am I ready? I'm coming out someday, waiting for the right thing to say. When those lights appear, I'll lead the way. Been told by my best friend to give up my dreams. I'm not stopping till the end with one last breath to give. I will feed my soul till the end. I'm coming out someday, waiting for the right thing to say. When those lights appear, I'll lead the way. I'm coming out someday, waiting for the right thing to say. When the time is near, I'll see the I'm coming out someday, waiting for the right thing to say. When the time is near, I'll lead the way.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Here it comes.
Joe, this is for you.
This is for you, Joe.
That's bullshit.
Poor Joe. Oh.
So you good?
Oh, no.
You gonna Ralph?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
He's probably going to end up puking like on the ride home.
Dude, it's in his car too. That's awesome.
Dude.
That's awesome.
No, I'm going to
Projectile vomiting in his car. It's gonna be great.
I think I'm going to puke.
Really? He's gonna actually do that? Oh my god.
We gotta see it. We gotta see your guts come up.
Get that mic ready. All right, here we go.
That's sort of sexy. Oh, I got there. I'm not gay or anything, but that's kind of hot.
Our show is like a wiki entry.
That stuff will open up a can of oh my goodness on you.
It's never right. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
All right. You want to call the show? The number is 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. Dom's in there right now.
Sure am.
I got good friend of the show, good friend of the station, Chris Zitterbart in studio. We're going to talk to him for a little bit and find out what's going on with Peabodys. And I said during my intro of the show, monologue or whatever you want to call it, I said I'm going to get the lowdown on where he's moving it to. But he also told me during the break, you'll never find out.
I got an idea.
You have an idea? Look, this is what I'm going to do real quick, Dom.
Yeah.
Me and you are going to go forth really quick, all right? And maybe guess where he's moving Peabodys.
Yeah, and I know great spots.
All right, you go ahead and you mention yours first.
The best place that already comes equipped with stuff, Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. That would be a good place, yes.
How's that?
Yes.
Go for the younger generation.
Okay, well, we were discussing earlier.
And there's food.
Right.
Because we know how good the Peabody's food is there.
There you go. And
Right.
there is beer.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, they do serve
They
beer
got rid
at Chuck
of
E. Cheese.
You got rid of the beef sticks there, though.
Day-old pizza. That's perfect, man. I'm thinking, we were discussing this before the show. I'm thinking an old church.
I brought that up first.
Right, but you should have brought it up.
You jocked my idea.
Hey, you should have brought it up. An old church. What do you think about that?
A recreation center.
Yeah, that would be cool, too.
Then you have all the amenities. There's showers.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's your backstage.
Well, you have multiple bathrooms in.
Yeah.
With stalls. That'd be
With doors?
With stalls.
With stalls.
With doors on them. That'd be perfect, man.
Do they flush?
Yeah, do they flush? That'd be perfect. Right? Is that that's what happens?
You know
when
what I saw on Rockin' and Range real quick that made me think of this?
What's that?
Somebody shit a fucking beer bottle out.
No way.
It was in one of those porta potties.
No way.
I don't know how they shit a beer bottle out.
All right, so my first question, you're moving Peabodys in October, correct?
It's going back to the old Peabodys.
Right, down in the flats, right? Is where you're going?
That's the one that had the big piss puddle that would come from the bathroom and come right in the middle of by the stage.
Yeah, nothing compares to the bathrooms of the old Peabodys. Those were unreal.
That was great. I remember going there. It's like, what the fuck?
I remember performing on the stage out there, and you would just see this great big puddle that was in front of the stage there on the floor, and people would be standing around it.
It's like a pond.
Remember those doors when you walked in the men's room? Like it was a saloon style.
Oh yeah. That was great too. I love that.
So you felt like you're like really cool walking in the saloon, and then you just see the bathroom. You're like, oh, it's not good.
Now, okay. So seriously, you're moving this thing in October, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So is it going to be west side, east side, south side? Can you give some sort of general idea like where it's going to be in Cleveland? You don't have to say where, but you know, maybe tell me like a general location if it's going to be west or east or whatever.
Well, just a quick rundown. Basically, we will be moving at the end of October.
Okay.
Cleveland State University's bought all the property in there. They have a new development project there.
Did you guys try to fight them?
Did I try to fight him? No. I mean, the reality is...
Did you want out of that place?
Honestly, it's a little mixed.
Okay.
A little bit of both. I mean, the reality is Peabody's been there for, 12, 13 years now.
Right, long time.
And we've definitely put some miles on the tread there as far as shaking the building and everything else.
Right.
So, a fresh start and a little something different is kind of exciting.
Right.
So, I really like the room. I like the way it's set up now. But, it's time to move on to the next chapter. But as far as where we're going, I'm looking at about 6 locations right now.
Okay.
2 I'm very serious about.
Okay.
And out of those 2, it's just a back and forth. And I expect to make the announcement July or August.
Nice. And
There's somebody in the chat room. They're asking, will you be moving into the Charles Ramsey house?
That would be awesome. That would be great, but I don't think that would work though because I think they're going to probably tear that thing down just like the.
There'll be ribs there every day.
Ooh, too soon.
Beer.
Uncensored net noise. You're on the air.
What's little
up?
white girls.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Frank Palangi here.
Hey Frank, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, nothing much. I just want to thank you guys for playing my song there.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing was that was during break, and I said, Dom, pick a song, any song. I don't care who it is. And then he played it, and then immediately after that, I get the email from you saying, can you play my music? I said, well, done. There you go.
Yeah, I figured I'd touch base with you there.
I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it, guys.
Man.
Hey, you know what? This would be the perfect guy to talk to that's with us right now, Chris Zitterbart from Peabodys. Maybe you might want to bring your band to Cleveland and play at his club before he closes it in October.
Maybe.
There you
go.
Well, get a hold of them. Go to Peabodys.com and then send an email up to them and see if they'll if you can come to Cleveland and play, because I'd love to see you live, man.
All right, man. Sounds good. Let's see what I can do.
I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a nice night.
Oh, you too, man.
All right, take care.
All right. So you have 6 locations that you're thinking of right now, and out of the 6 locations that you're thinking of right now, are they going to be in maybe the same vicinity as the old building?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if I'm looking at 6 places, they're all in different places. But yeah, it's Northeast Ohio. It's predominantly within the city limits.
All right. A question I did have from one of our listeners is the giant pole going to come back to the new Peabodys when you do it?
I think it's part of the history, isn't it?
I think so.
I mean, down in the flats, you had those big damn poles in the way, and we got them now. And I think somehow, some way, we need to have a pole.
Maybe a styrofoam pole or a wood
stripper
pole.
Stripper poles would be good. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
One each side.
Could you imagine though?
Oh, you have all these fat chicks, man. There's too many cute chicks in Cleveland.
Right. Right.
Ooh,
So it'd be kind of rough though.
Oh, but I think it brings some good historic stuff. It'd be a historic landmark, if you.
Well, Peabody's is an historic,
But if you added on to it, stripper poles to it.
I mean,
well, actually, we have a stripper pole in Rockstar right now.
Oh yeah.
And one thing I've always considered is for the all ages shows, maybe taking like a carousel horse,
that would
put it on the stripper pole.
I know where you're going with this.
Like kid friendly kind of a thing.
That would be cool.
Does it vibrate?
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Now, are you thinking about maybe doing 3 stages like you did at the old place?
Well, it depends where we end up. The locations I'm looking at have probably the right layout to do 2 or 3. I don't think want to go to a single stage because it reduces what we can do as far as for me it's very important to grow with a band.
Right.
You got to do a small band in Pirates Cove and have that band grow into playing Peabodys and then grow up beyond that. That's a good thing.
Right.
So that's really important to me.
It's because every time I go to a Peabody show, there you got the side stage, you got the Rockstar upstairs, and you got the main stage and everything. So, and I do check out a lot of the shows on the side stage because they're local bands, and I try to like cater to them and and have them come on the show and whatever the case may be, and I follow them and everything. But the main stage is for the headliners and stuff like that. So which is cool though. Now. When you think about doing this thing all over again, you're talking about maybe 2, right? You're not talking maybe going to the 3rd stage. I think it's a little bit overkill doing 3.
It can be.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but at the same time, tonight, like right now, for example, it's really cool. We have Punchline playing in Peabody's.
Right.
We got Miggs playing in Pirates Cove, completely separate show.
Yeah.
And we got DJ Clay from the Psychopathic spinning in Rockstar. So I got 3 completely different events going on right now.
Right.
And it's cool to be able to do that. And I love those nights. I love when I can walk within my facility and go to a metal show, a punk show, and a hip-hop show
all at
within
once.
30 seconds. I love that.
Exactly. That's the cool thing about it, though. A school would be perfect.
School would be neat.
An old school would be awesome because then you can have multiple concert venues in the classrooms.
That's a kind of a cool idea. Although ceiling height might be rough. I've never been to many schools with 20-foot ceilings.
The haunted laboratory.
Yeah, dude. Did you hear about the guy that passed away?
No.
The guy that actually made the haunted laboratory in Akron or wherever it is, the schoolhouse.
Oh, I didn't hear.
He passed away. The owner of it passed away.
Wow.
He did.
Was it about 100?
I don't know, but that would be a cool idea to maybe get maybe a school or something would be cool for Peabody's or something like that, But
was he found in Castro's shed?
Who knows?
Is that too soon?
That may be too soon. Okay, now when we talk about the venues and stuff like that, what do you want? Okay, I know you've got a lot of cool bands that come in Cleveland, and you have a lot of local bands that play these shows. What do you want to see different with the new place? Do you want to see anything change, or do you want to keep it all the same?
Well, I mean, it's gonna change. That's just the reality. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a different vibe to the room. It's gonna be a different location. So it's gonna be different, and that's okay. For me, I want to make sure that right now our parking situation sucks.
It sucks right now.
So I'm certainly really looking for better parking for the customers who come down and hang out, and for the bands, quite frankly.
You guys packed it. What's Peabody's capacity?
700.
700. So you're looking for something a little bit bigger too, and also with the capacity of handling all those people with parking.
It's a bingo hall.
Yes.
There you go.
A bingo hall. That'd be perfect.
Yep.
Or the old skating places, where the
roller drome.
Right.
In Euclid.
Right. That would be cool too. Or an old bowling alley.
That
Just got all the
renovation there.
Yeah, it's a lot of renovation.
Well, you can keep bumper
bowling up. That'd be cool. Or that would be cool.
Just roll the stage out over the fucking
lanes.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. Build the stage on the lanes, and then have people bowl as they're playing. That would be great.
And aquariums along the side.
Exactly. That would be awesome. We're trying to give you ideas, Chris.
I appreciate it.
We're trying to give you something here. Now, out of all the years that you at Peabody's, that you've been there and everything, is there going to be anything that you miss from the old place?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot that I miss. I've been going there pretty much every day of my life for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
And we've just had so many just incredible experiences there. Last night, for example, we had the suicide machines, and it wasn't a huge crowd. It was a good crowd, but it wasn't what we expected.
Right.
So the guys came up to me and said, "Hey, Chris, I know this is weird, but can we play Pirates Cove?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah." So we just had an insane punk rock show in Pirates Cove last night. And those little things are just so cool.
I love the after show stuff. Like when you guys close the bar down and the band is still there, and then they still play. It's like they keep going and going, and the bar is just closed.
What was the last show you went to?
Let's see, the Soil concert I went to. It was last year or something. They were here in Cleveland or something like that. I believe it was. I think it was last year they were in Cleveland.
Was it Peabody's or was it?
No, they played House
Foundry?
of Blues a couple years ago.
No, they played Peabody's too. The last Soil show I went to.
That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
No, it wasn't that.
The last Soil show I did in Peabody's, I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago.
Right. So I did that one, and then there was the Demons Within show that they played at Peabody's. Those are the last shows I went to. I'm always here. That's the thing. I'm always here. I can't get out as much as I normally do. But, yeah, the Blood on the Dance Floor show that's coming up, though, yeah, I'll be at Peabody's for that one, though. I have to be because my daughter will kill me if I'm not. So, and I already promised her that I would get her tickets or try to get her tickets some way, shape, or form. And thanks to Chris, I was able to get them.
I got tickets there for Rockapalooza. Take your daughter to Rockapalooza.
I'm not going to Michigan.
There's 100 bands.
Right.
Just give her tickets. Let her take her little boyfriend and say go. I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Boyfriend.
And take her little girlfriend, whatever.
I don't think so.
Where she's watching that new cartoon that's out or whatever. That what was that cartoon we're talking about?
I don't know. Yeah, homosexual.
Transsexual. Let her watch that. Give her that gay app, and then send her off to Michigan.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Think about it. I don't think so. My wife would kill me.
Okay. Well, I understand that.
Right. So you're going to miss a lot at the old Peabody's. And do you have any things in the back of your head right now what you want to do for the new Peabody's? Something maybe different.
Yeah. Right now, as far as the touring bands, what we have is this really crazy fun environment, but we don't have showers, laundry facilities, things like that. That'd be really great for an artist on the road.
Like a green room type thing.
Yeah, we have a green room right now, but it's pretty stripped down and basic.
Right.
So yeah, something that a little more for the touring bands to be able to just shower and laundry, that kind of thing would be great. And then just no parking situation, help out with that. Beyond that, it just kind of depends on which location we end up in.
Right. Well, that's where I need to find out where you're going, so that way I know exactly where to go when you do open the place. Now, October is your October what?
October 31, we have to be completely cleared out. So as of now, it looks like October 29 will be our last show. Okay. I may try to squeeze in one more after that. But
a lot of shit in Peabody's, man. You guys got to move.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Exactly.
Are you going to be looking for volunteers?
We got a lot of people who work with us. Yeah, we'll be doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Together.
Yeah. I was going to say, because if you have people that want to volunteer or something like that, we can throw the word out there for you, so get more people for you to help out, though. You guys been in Cleveland for years. Mm-hmm. You guys are a staple in Cleveland, and you guys bring all the really huge bands to Cleveland. And then you bring some of the bands that are kind of okay, but other than that, though, they're the shows at Peabody's when you go to them are really cool, because you not only get a show, you also get an experience when you go there.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about it, though.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's a very crazy type of environment.
Right.
What I really really like about it is you never know who you're going to run into.
Exactly.
A lot of the bands who headliners, openers, they just hang out in the crowd. Bands who are playing really big shows in Cleveland come down. The guys from Poison will Pop in, or Randy from Lamb of God will pop in, and stuff like that. And it's just really neat that you don't always know that person right next to you is an NFL player or a big time rock star, and it's kind of cool.
Who's the biggest celeb that you met in Peabody so far?
Depends your perspective. Ice-T's up there.
There we go.
Ice-T and Coco were there. So
that was cool.
That was kind of cool.
What was that all about with Coco?
It was crazy. Body Count played. And so I walked Ice-T in, and he stops right in the middle of the pit for Silent Civilian. And Ice-T, so I got Ice-T's bodyguard behind me, and then Ice-T's just standing there watching Silent Civilian play.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy. So then we get him up into the green room, get settled in, and then it's, hey, Chris, Ice wants you to have this. And I'm like, okay. And then he hands me a calendar of Coco. I'm like, oh, there's your wife pretty much naked.
Nice.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Right.
But, she's a model, so.
Exactly. Yeah. She's got lipo in her ass, too. I mean, what do you expect?
Allegedly.
Right.
What's the craziest show rider you've seen?
Show rider, as far as just huge, extensive, there's a number of them, but probably the craziest one that we fulfilled, which was a lot of fun, was Uncle Scratch's Gospel Revival.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and those guys, obviously, unfortunately, there is no more Uncle Scratch,
right?
But those guys are much loved in the city of Cleveland, and we fulfilled their rider of a Velvet Jesus, a King James Edition Bible, an oxygen tank, and a couple other weird things.
That's nice.
They thought it was pretty cool that we actually found everything for them.
How about like a little Hall of Fame if you get a big enough building, like a little Hall of Fame for like touring bands that come in there and stuff, like a wall or something like that where you can put stuff up. I know there's stuff there now with stickers and all stuff like that, but I'm thinking maybe something that's like, you walk in there and it's actually a fixed thing where you can put something there.
Yeah, and something I think we do a terrible job of capturing our history.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of all the huge artists that come through, from My Chemical Romance playing in Pirates Cove to Sting and the Police playing the old Peabodys, and stuff like that, and I think we need to do a better job of capturing.
I think it would be cool if, like, maybe you guys throw something out there on your Facebook, like a call to arms type of thing.
That's a great idea.
Where people will send in their stuff, and the people that send the best stuff in will get like a I don't know, a ticket package from you or something like that.
Or an invite to the grand opening.
Right, exactly. Or whatever you can do.
Yeah,
and then
kind of cool.
I think then you'll get your history too. And then you'll be able to take all those pictures and put them in the building.
That's a great idea.
I think that'd be great though. But yeah, as time progresses, October's right around the corner.
It is.
And
I'm already booked. I already have shows booked in November.
Do you really?
Absolutely.
So you have to, your turnaround has to be up and ready to go the following day that you guys close, because are you guys going to take a little breather, like a little day off or whatever?
It's not going to happen. I already have a big show November 1st. So
wow, dude,
it's how we do things. We just keep going.
Wow. Are you sure you're going to be able to turn this thing around with having all the sound set up and everything? That's the other thing too about the sound. Mm-hmm. Are you worried about acoustics in a new place too?
Again, depending which location I end up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, it's something where we'll get in there with the sound guys, make sure everything's good, make sure we have the right sound for the room. I mean Peabody's, in my mind, for a small club, we just have incredible sound, and I want to make sure we maintain that.
Right.
Obviously, when you walk into Peabody's, you're not like, wow, this is the fanciest place I've ever been to. That's
right.
not your.
That's not. No, that's not what you're looking for. Yeah.
But it is big sound and great lighting, and I want to maintain that.
Yeah. Now the sign, you taking it with you?
The sign?
Yeah, the big sign out in front of the building.
Yeah. Now my one big regret is the old marquee from Peabody's was sitting in a building in the flats.
Oh man!
But it was walled in and couldn't be taken
out. Right.
And I really wish we would have got in there and gotten it when that building came down. That would have been cool to have that.
Yeah.
So will the sign go with me? The one from the stage and the one in the front of the building. I'm going to try to keep both.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Now the stage, are you gonna the main stage? Are you thinking about making it a little bit bigger, a little wider? Whatever.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as far as
depending on the location,
as far as the front running spots, the stage will be a little bit bigger.
Oh, they're saying that November 1st is Morris Day in the motherfucking time.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Who haven't you had at Peabody so far that you really want to have at Peabody's?
Quicksand. I'd love to do a Quicksand show. Yeah, they're playing Riot Fest in Chicago, so I'm actually going to LA in a couple of days, so I'll be talking to a couple of people out there. I'm going to go see Steel Panther, House of Blues in LA on Monday night.
Nice, there you go. Well, tell them Dom sent you.
All right.
So
and no, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of the nice thing is I've got the books of my favorite bands in the history of planet Earth, which is really cool, from Ministry to Gorilla Biscuits and Suicide Machines, and I love getting to do that. But yeah, there's certainly a couple more that I want to try to line up. A big one I just booked for October 27. I can't announce it yet, but one of those we'll say they're ministry-esque.
Nice.
And so that'll be a lot of fun.
Now, is this move going to be a little bit more emotional for you than the move from the Flats?
Well, the Flats thing was before my time.
Yeah.
I bought Peabody's back in 2005.
Right.
So, as a fan, everybody has their nostalgia and their history.
Right.
The reality is, for people my age, the old Peabodys was the one in the Flats.
Yeah.
The reality is East 21st Street is going to be the old Peabodys to the next generation of fans here, in a few months.
Exactly.
So as far as transition, things change, things move. Peabody's has moved before; it's going to move again, and that's okay.
Well, hopefully you'll get a home where you can call it a home and be there forever and not have to worry about moving every 20-something years. You know what I'm saying? Because, how long was it in between from the time when you were in the Flats to when you moved to 41st?
2001, I believe it moved up to East 21st.
Or 21st, yeah. So it was... Yeah, so it's about the same amount of time if you think about it.
No, I actually know it was in the Flats in the mid 70s.
Okay, yeah,
2001,
right,
and we've been in the current location about 12 years.
Okay.
So it's a long time.
It's a long time, yeah. So there's like I said, there's a lot of history here in Cleveland with Peabody's, and there's a lot of history with just a lot of the local bands here in Cleveland. Have you been talking to a lot of the local bands and telling them that you're with the big move, and how are they feeling about it?
Well, everybody wants to be part of the last show, the last couple shows. So we're going to do some huge farewell shows, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. One thing we talked about today, which maybe we'll invite you guys. We want to do a big a band barbecue picnic kind of thing this summer, just to say thank you to the local bands who've been so supportive of us over the years, and just like a big party. So we want to make sure that happens here pretty soon. But yeah, we're definitely going to do some cool things before we make the move and the transition. And the local music scene here in Cleveland's really strong, and it's really cool.
How about the whole month of October? We do a live remote from Peabody's.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? We bring in our gear. We'll leave it with you. We have an extra gear that we can use. We'll just leave it in your office or something like that, and then when we come every Friday, we'll just set it up real quick.
That'd be cool.
And we'll just do for the whole month of October.
It's cool right where the spot is, because I've done a lot of live broadcasts from there,
right?
Yep.
And they actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah, so I think it'd be a really cool thing if we can get UNN in there for the last farewell of Peabody's. I think it'd be cool. I did a lot of interviews at Peabody's. For God's sakes, on the wall in there, Marazine's in there.
Yep.
And that's in the basement of Peabody's. I still have them on the wall there, so it was a really cool thing. When I approached Chris to get that interview with him, it was was really cool because at first the guys were downstairs and they were all in powder. They had powder all over them and stuff like that. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Having some sort of sex party or something down here or whatever? And then the lead singer from the band came up to me and said that they're about ready to go on. So I had to wait for them to get done to do the interview. And when they got done, they came downstairs in the basement.
So they were powdering up, and did you help powder them up?
No,
too?
I didn't.
Get the little powder puff out.
And then they came back and we talked to them for a little while, and then that's when we got the interview. It was an awesome time though when we were at Peabody's. I've done countless interviews at Peabody's. I walked in there and did shows and stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm gonna miss it a lot though, because the fact is that when I first saw my first show was down in the Flats, and then when Peabody's moved to 21st, I started going there, watching the shows and stuff like that, and then now to find out that they're moving in October, it's going to be kind of a sad thing, because when you grow up, you start watching all these shows at these different locations, and Peabody's is like a second home to a lot of these musicians here in Cleveland.
The thing I liked about Chris and with the whole Peabody's history is that place always was there for starting bands.
Exactly.
And almost every local band has opportunity to play there at some time to get them going. And Chris, he's one of the guys that like, hey man, there's this show's coming up, man. I'd love to get on this bill. Can you help me out? Get on there. Be no problem, man. As long as you had a nice history working with them and hustling and doing what you got to do, man. They're there right there 100% to back you up. Man.
As long as you get the fans in there to watch your show, that's all that matters. Right. That's all it is to it. I've talked to so many different bands out there in Cleveland, and they all, there's this side over here that has problems, and there's this side over here loves, doing things with Peabody's. And I'm like, okay, well, look, the guys that are over here, I tell them, well, did you sell tickets? Did you get the people to come to your show? Well, yeah. Well, did you do it hard enough? Yeah, no, you didn't. So, I mean, the thing is that if you're going to invite people to a show, and if you're going to do a show at Peabody's, you got to be able to bring your fans.
On a side note, at Peabody's next week is Cannibal Corpse.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there with Immolation.
That would be cool.
Just throwing that out there.
And Napalm Death.
Oh, dude, really? I'd love to go see that. That'd be nice. Maybe we can go there and get maybe an interview with.
I already got people lined up going there working the show.
Do you?
Yep.
Nice. That'll work then. That'll work. So, where are you moving?
As soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. So
West 65th.
Well, you know what? I think the old St. Coleman's
Dimitri's
Church,
Restaurant.
Yeah, Dimitri's Restaurant would be cool, though. Then you have a restaurant / place.
The Big Egg. What's up with the Big Egg?
I don't know, dude. I want the place up on Detroit or something.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. Here's my
Steve's Hot Dogs.
No, it's too small. Here's my thing with it all. I hope that you pick a location that has a lot of parking for one. For one,
Walmart.
Get rid of that big old pole in the middle of, so we can see the show going on.
I'm going to throw this out there real quick. I was just looking at a DVD that I had made when I played. I opened
Cardona?
When I opened for.
I still have the video, dude.
I opened for Misfits. And I look at this. You see me like for a couple seconds. I'm behind the pole the whole time.
That's great. That's great. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, and I would go there and film for bands or whatever, and get interviews and stuff like that. And then you get the one guitarist, he's playing, and all of a sudden he disappears. Like, where the fuck?
The bands are funny because they like look at that pole as if it's a person and stuff.
Right.
They'll stand right behind it so people can't see them and stick their head out back and forth.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny though. But I get it though. Peabody's has a lot of nostalgia, and I hope that you pick a location that is kind of like suitable for the people that go to it.
Yeah,
and that's a cool thing.
I mean, I look at Peabody's as a blue collar Cleveland rock and roll club, and that's what I want. I mean, obviously there's a lot of venues in the city of Cleveland, which is great. There's really good venues in this town, and I think that people.
I don't think there's enough of them.
I don't know. Once we're all full 7 days a week, then I'll say, yeah, there's not enough of us.
Right.
But until then, it's not an easy job. It takes a lot of work to do what we do, but you gotta love it. But there's a lot of diversity as far as the clubs in the neighborhoods, and it's so cool that people just go out and support, and it's just a great music town.
Now I'm gonna throw you on the spot. What's one of the worst shows you ever did? You don't have to mention the band or whatever, but what's one of the worst shows that you ever did?
I always think about when I just started. There's this heavy metal band, and the singer's got quite the reputation for being a pain in the ass, and man, he lived up to it.
That was great.
He lived up to it, and his band refused to go on stage till they got paid, even though they got a 50% deposit and everything else. Right. And I was like, well, look, man, there's nobody in the room. Let me sell some beers. So I can give you some cash. And the band who played upstairs. They had drink tickets, touring band, and so I was hanging out talking to them. They took the drink tickets, put them in their pocket, pulled cash out of their pocket, started spending money at my bar to help pay the asshole band playing downstairs.
Wow!
And that band, the band that was upstairs, the Independents, and I love those boys. And they're going to be at Peabody's in 2 weeks, and they've just become very good friends of mine. And that was just the gesture was awesome, just super cool.
So did the asshole band ever play Peabody's again?
I said no for 6 years. For 6 years, and I finally gave in because their agent pretty much begged me to do it.
Okay.
And we did it, and I told my manager, one, I'm not going to be there. I don't want anything to do with this guy, and two, if he's a jerk, too bad. Tell him this is the deal. Take it or leave it. That's
Enough's enough.
Right.
Was that the band?
Wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. No. But I mean, everything was in my offer up front. Paid after show. This is the hospitality budget. Don't ask me for anything else beyond what's on this piece of paper.
That's cool.
And that's not me. That's not the way I do things.
Right.
But in this situation, it was.
Yeah. So I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Right.
And that's the thing, with the clubs. I mean, you book all these bands, and you're there 365 days a week, year, and you're booking all these bands, and the bars never closed, and the concert events never, are always going, and then you always get the one asshole. It has to screw things up.
Yeah, but you know what? 90+% of the people I work with are awesome.
Yeah.
So, I'm okay dealing with that one
Right.
asshole every once in a while.
Exactly.
Most of the people are really great because they do what they love for a living, and that's incredibly cool. I guess the one depressing thing I remember when I bought Peabody's, the guy I bought it from said, "Look, here's what you got to realize: you book a calendar, you live to your calendar. You will die before your job's done because the calendar will keep going, and you
Right.
won't."
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
Kind of put things in perspective a little
Now,
bit.
do you have this? Let's say, do you have a set time when you're going to go? I'm done. Fuck this. I'm out of here. Do you have anything in the works where you're going to, say I'm retired. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Are you going to pass the torch down to somebody?
Well, I mean,
I know you're young, but I'm just saying.
yeah, I mean, I'm 36. I've been doing it 8 years, and I'm not even ready to think about that yet.
Is there ever a day
still
that
like
you don't
it.
want to go in there?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
still go in
sure.
there though, right?
No, I mean, the nice thing is I have a great staff that I
Right.
trust a lot. And, like Friday nights, my favorite thing in the world on a Friday night is to sit in my bed and read a book. That's an
Yeah.
awesome Friday night because I get to live a crazy life,
Right.
Sunday, Thursday. So every once in a while, it's pretty cool.
That's great.
My daughter's almost 3, and I spend a lot of nights at home with her. And
You
it's,
gonna
it's
pass it
pretty
down to her?
cool. We'll see if she wants
Right.
it.
If she wants
We'll
it,
see.
yeah, that'd be cool though. I mean, you guys are a staple here. I mean, the Peabodys have been around like you said, since what, the early '70s or something like
Right.
that. So, and you guys are still going strong. So that's a nice thing about it, though. What do you think about House of Blues?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I think that it's good for the city of Cleveland for the most part.
Right.
I think that it's a very different vibe than Peabody's or the Beachland or the Grog Shop.
Right.
And I think that they kind of cater to a little bit different type of a fan.
Right.
So it's good to have a small venue for those larger touring bands that might fit their needs a little bit better.
That's cool.
I can tell you as far as sound, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes a little weird when you're back under the balcony.
Right.
But sometimes it's incredible in there. So.
The acoustics are good. Depending on who's running sound.
Well, on stage they're amazing.
They're amazing. Right. I have to agree with that. Yeah, I have to agree with you.
What about the Agora? What's going on with that place?
Yeah.
I did a few shows there last year. I did Asking Alexandria there, sold that out. I did Mushroom Halloween there, sold that out. I talked to Hank on a regular basis, and we're going to
going
do
strong?
shows there
Yeah.
as they make sense.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, real quick, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We'll have a little bit more with Chris, and then maybe Chris will stick around for a little bit of news, and we'll wrap up the show and get the hell up out of here. Now, here's your chance. Chris, you got some tickets you want to give away?
Yeah, let's give some tickets away.
All right, so what show do you want to give away?
Let's do any show in the month of June. We got Face to Face, we got Polka Dot Cadaver, we got The Independents and Mustard Plug, we got Cannibal Corpse and Napalm Death.
Okay.
Dom, what sounds good?
Dom, go ahead and you pick one. What do you think? What should we give away?
Well, next week is definitely Tom Kiefer's coming. Don't forget that one. I'll be at that one, so I'll be there with Morning Wagon in the house.
Okay. So
Motionless in White would be a good show.
Okay.
If you like that kind of music.
Yeah, they just played Rock on the Range.
Yep.
Okay. I think Polka Dot Cadaver would be good. Good show.
Those guys are great.
Yeah,
New album's amazing.
I seen those guys in concert many years ago at Peabody's, and when they were here, they were insane.
They are.
They're freaking insane.
They are. The new album actually has a track with Neil Fallon from Clutch.
Are you serious?
And it's so cool.
Oh wow,
it's so cool.
That'd be cool. I'm gonna go ahead and say Polka Dot Cadaver. Don, what do you think?
Do that.
You want to do that one?
You want to do that? Go for it.
And what day is that one?
That's on June 21st.
All right, so if you want to win a pair of tickets to Polka Dot,
Diecast is on that bill.
Yep.
If you're looking for one of the bands that started the whole hardcore or were converted into metalcore,
right?
Band out of Boston.
Yeah,
Diecast is the band to check out.
Yeah, we played
phenomenal band.
We play a lot of their music on the
Jonathan
station,
Keat on the guitar.
Yeah. So great
Exotic
band.
Animal Petting Zoo's on that show as well, and they're a cool band. It's getting a lot of buzz right now.
Nice. All right, so Polka Dot Cadaver is the show that you guys go to. So if you want to call the show, the number is 888-668-0742. After the break, first caller. All right, first caller after the break will win a pair of tickets to the Polka Dot Cadaver show at Peabody's. What day was that again?
It's Friday, June 21st.
June 21st.
Or you can buy tickets. They're $10 in advance, $13 day of show.
Peabodys.com. Go there. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have a little bit more with Chris and then do a little news and wrap up the show. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Don't touch that mouse, or we'll come to your home and pistol whip you. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network, right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
You want a date?
I'm gonna puke on you.
Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network, right here on MorningShowCentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at MorningShowCentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/MorningShowCentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
Can almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to TurnScore. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, TurnScore is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. TurnScore is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. TurnScore will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, TurnScore is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscore.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com. Before they were somebody, they played Peabodys. 2 floors, over 13,000 square feet of pure intensity. Peabodys, 2045 East 21st Street, directly behind the Cleveland State Convocation Center, and just a block away from the Playhouse Square District. If you want to find out who's coming to Peabodys, check them out online, Peabodys.com. When Cleveland rocks, it's at Peabodys. Hey, want some free stuff? Well, listen up. Here's your chance to win a pair of tickets from the legendary Peabody's Concert Club, located at 2045 East 21st Street in the heart of downtown Cleveland. For a shot to win a pair of tickets, call 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Oh, yeah, he's got a show. So he's going to be at the show tomorrow.
Shitting
himself while he's playing drums. So here, I'll give you a bit of advice. Just take a bucket with you and sit on the bucket instead of the drum chair. And then you can just shit your heart out right there on stage. Just, get one of those zipper pants that go in the back and unzip it from the back, and then you can just sit there and shit all night. And you won't have a problem. And then the looks on your face when you're grunting to get it out will just be, a normal demon show. So you'll be fine.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing mug. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, we're back. You want to call the show? The number is 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. Dom's in there right now. If you want to win those tickets to the Polka Dot Cadaver show, it's time to call.
That's right.
888-668-0742.
Somebody's going.
Again, the number is 888-668-0742. And you've got about 30 minutes, too. I have another pair of tickets right now. If you can get to the studio in 30 minutes, first come, first serve. I don't care who it is. You'll go see Skid Row. They're at the Ohio Bike Week in Sandusky, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got a pair of tickets there. Then we got these, what are the Rockapalooza tickets?
And if they don't go today, those Rockapalooza, you got another week or so.
You got another week because they're June 22nd is when the tickets are. So you got plenty of time. So we may give some out next week too. We'll see what happens though.
Yeah, I think I got a few more.
We gave away one so far.
One pair
of the Skid Row tickets. So
guy came in pretty far too.
Oh yeah, he did. He came from the west side of Cleveland, so it was great. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
Dude, do I get the Skid Row tickets?
Sure, you can have the Skid Row tickets if you get your ass down here to the station.
I'd rather live on Skid Row, dude. Thanks, I'm cool.
All right, cool. All right. I guess he doesn't like Skid Row. That's awesome. But okay, whatever. Okay, we were talking to Chris from Peabodys. The whole thing, October, you said the 31st is when you guys going to be out of there.
Yep.
And when you got a lot of shit to move. I know that.
Yes.
And you're going to be looking for volunteers probably during that time or whatever the case may be. My one question that I want to find out is where are you moving?
As soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know.
I see, guys. I'm trying to find out where he's moving to.
Persistence,
exactly, and hopefully it would pay off by the end of the show. It's like one of those things you keep talking to him, and subliminally it's going to go in his head, and he's going to go, "Oh, I'm going to move to the old Odeon or something like that, or whatever the case may be." But the whole thing, I really the whole thing with what is it, the CSU thing or whatever. Did they warn you ahead of time that they're going to be moving, you tearing you down or whatever?
No, but I mean it's common sense. Every single building around me came down.
Rascal House is coming down too.
Everything. So I knew it just was a matter of what was the date.
Are they putting a parking garage in there, or are they?
No, it's like a health wellness innovation center. I think it's a new program at CSU, so it'll be a new academic building.
Well, I heard so many rumors. First, it's going to be a parking garage, and then a parking lot, and then I heard it's going to be some building's going to go up there. Well, now that we got it all cleared up, so we now know it's going to be some health thing or whatever the case may be, though. So that I guess it's a good thing. I mean, students need to learn, whatever the case may be. But in retrospect, I mean, it's kind of sad that you have to, pick up and move after 20-something years of being there, But I would think they would give you some sort of warning saying, you know what, we bought the property. You guys going to have to move. I know, October's right around the corner.
Right.
And I was hoping that they would at least, come to you and say, a couple of years before this all happened that you would be able to do something.
Yeah, but I understand it. It's
right.
It's business. It's the way things work out. And I will say that their head of finance and head of realty came over and just introduced themselves to me the other day, and the head of CSU police. So it was really nice just to come in and say hi,
I would have said, you going to pay for the move? That's what I would have said. Whip out that checkbook. Pay for the move. Now, at Peabody's, you guys do a lot of shows there, and you guys, are always busy. Probably more on the weekends, correct?
Yeah, we're open almost every weekend night,
right.
And then a lot of weekdays as well.
Okay. Now, on the weekends, here's just the thing with me. Are the shows on the weekends, do you guys try to book them where the headliners or the big bands come in on the weekends, or do you try to, switch it up a little bit where you have the big bands come in during the week and the local bands play the weekends or whatever the case may be?
It's kind of a mixed bag,
right.
As far as like regional acts, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Cleveland bands. Yeah, we try to line them up on weekends because it makes a lot of sense. But the reality is when these bands are doing national tours, a lot of them are playing Chicago and New York on the weekends.
And they're passing through.
So we pick them up on the weekdays coming through.
Right.
We were fortunate to get Cannibal Corpse on a Friday night. That's pretty cool. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. A couple beers on a Friday night.
Exactly.
So that'll be a good thing. Yeah. But no, I mean, the reality is the acts that we book, strong club level bands, we're going to draw regardless of the night of the week.
Yeah.
And like we're doing Amon and Martha and Children of Bodom together. That's insane.
Really?
And it happens to be on a weekend.
Yeah.
So that's going to be sold out real soon.
What's one of the weirdest shows you ever did?
Oh wow.
A weird show.
I mean, Watane's always weird.
Okay.
It's a very interesting band.
Right.
this didn't happen, but I was sitting at a bar having a beer one night, and my phone starts going crazy with text messages, and it's Bill is Green Jello.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there having a drink, and he starts texting me, Chris, I want to do this. I got this idea. I'm like, okay, Green Jello at Peabody's. Okay, we've done that with midget wrestling. I'm like, okay, and then we make all the crowd stand right in the middle of the floor, and we do roller derby around the crowd, and I'm like, what?
Right.
But that's Bill. That's the way his brain works.
Well, hey, did you take him up on his offer?
I'm like, I don't think my insurance company would like this.
Exactly.
You've had wrestling in there, haven't you?
Yeah, we have.
Now, was it that was probably intense? You know, you were thinking, oh my God, someone's going to get thrown at the bar or something like that. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
you never know what's going to happen any night of the week. But yeah,
Exactly.
If you do stuff like that, it can get crazy.
And it does get crazy at Peabody's
Oh, yeah.
too, because there's sometimes when you walk in there, you got the weird thing about Peabody's. I'm just going to say it. You got a metal band on the main stage. You got a hip hop group upstairs, and then on the side stage you got a punk band.
Right.
It's awesome, but you got all genres of music there. But it's great though. But then you think about it for a minute. You got all the metalheads downstairs. You got all the punk guys upstairs doing their thing, and then you get the mosh pit going on the main stage, and you got all the hip hop guys over there. It gets crazy. I mean, how do you guys deal with all that though?
It's what we do.
Right.
We have a very experienced security staff, and
Right.
they know what to watch for. And we
Did you ever isolate a show where you had the main stage here, and then you had a side stage there? Did you ever have to do that at one point?
Oh yeah. One night, I was approached a couple college age people, and they're like, "Hey, we want to do an AIDS awareness benefit." I'm
Right.
like, yeah, that sounds great, and booked it for Pirates Cove. Okay.
All right.
Didn't think anything of it. I thought, okay, it'd be a good benefit to do. Also booked a younger band to headline Peabody's.
Right.
The band members are all 14, 15 years old. Regional band, really good band.
Right.
Well, the AIDS awareness benefit happened to be like a transgender cross-dressing kind of a thing.
Okay.
Mixed with kind of a suburban kid and parent crowd.
Oh, boy.
Where we had people from the benefit using different restrooms than they possibly should have.
Okay.
That got pretty weird.
Yeah.
That got a
Didn't we
little
have
weird.
that band in the studio?
Hedwig.
Yeah.
They're awesome. You ever do a Hedwig show at Peabody's?
No, we haven't. That'd
Dude,
be
you
cool.
need to
It would
do
be cool.
That would be great, though. Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Not much. Chris, great work you're doing, man. I'm going to give you some free pub here. Next Friday, kids, get out to Peabody's. Check out Immolation and Cannibal Corpse and Napalm Death. Good
Hell yeah.
stuff.
Now, are you going to be at the show?
I will be there.
Okay. All right. And when you're there, make sure you buy Chris a drink.
Absolutely. He's going to be out of town, right?
Yep, I will be flying back from Vegas that day. I will unfortunately be missing that one.
Well, FedEx him a drink then or something. I don't know.
I'll FedEx you a shot. Yeah.
There you go. That'll
good.
work, though. All right. I appreciate the call, man.
Wait, was he calling in
Later.
for the contest?
Yeah, you calling in for the contest? You want these Cannibal, what is it, Polka Dot Cadaver tickets?
Sure, I'll take them tickets.
Okay, cool. Send an email to chris@morningshowcentral.com, and I'll make sure you're on the list.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. All right, there you go. You got
All right,
everyone. Like I said, a lot of memories at Peabody's, and I'm hoping that you pick the right place, the right venue, and hope you invite our crew down there to celebrate the opening when you guys do decide to open it and whatever. And I was thinking of something huge, a really big, huge show when you do open.
Mm-hmm.
To bring Cleveland together. I know they get the CLE shows,
Right.
stuff like that, bring Cleveland together, blah, blah, blah. But I was thinking something along the lines where, you got like these Rockapalooza things.
Right.
How many, okay, let me ask you this. How many bands at one time have you done at Peabody's in a day?
Rock show or hip hop show?
Rock show.
Rock show, I would say we probably, the shows that I've done, we cap out at 18.
18 shows.
18 bands in a day.
18 bands in a day.
Now, there are other promoters who will do more than that, and I think that's crazy, but that's okay.
How about
everybody's
this?
different.
How about this? How about we get Peabody's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
You know, we've talked about that. Going for like an entire weekend, not closing down, and just running three stages all weekend.
All weekend long.
That'd be pretty crazy. We could do it.
And then you have someone from Guinness there the whole entire time. And the thing is that the bands, it doesn't matter if there's a crowd or not. They have to play.
Right.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that, or 2 o'clock in the afternoon when people are at work or whatever. They still have to keep playing regardless. And then you would have to have the next band ready to go on the second stage, and it has to be constant music the whole entire time because that's how Guinness works.
Right. Exactly.
So I think it would be a good idea.
It'd be insane.
That'd be a killer show for the opening, for the opening of Peabody's. And then, we'll be there to broadcast the whole entire time. I think that'd be great.
Sounds good to me.
I don't think there's any show like this one here, this Rockapalooza. 100 bands, dude.
Yep.
We could beat that, right? We could beat 100 bands. Come on, Chris. In a weekend?
Yeah, probably.
Shorten her set.
Sure, yeah, exactly. Dude.
You got 10 minutes.
Dude.
Make it fucking work.
You know what? That wouldn't be cheating, would it? If each band did 5-minute sets.
Have this back line.
Right.
Just bring the bands in. Everything's there. Just pick up and
plug
go.
in and go.
Yep.
Plug in and go. Exactly. Or you know what? Just use the same drum kit. The same.
Yeah, the
everything.
back line, yeah.
Exactly. And just have the band just run up her real quick.
Plug in guitars and bass and go.
Exactly.
I'm down with that. I'll play a few sets.
Right. And then I guarantee we can go through 100 bands in fucking 15 minutes. I swear to God, we would win. Hands down. Who would beat that? Nobody would. I think it'd be a good idea.
Book it, Dano.
Right. I think it'd be a good idea. Yeah. We can probably get Monster to
and have Cannibal Corpse headline it.
Exactly. They do a full set or something, whatever.
No, they got to do the same thing.
Do they have to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, look, we're going to take our last break of the night. We got a bunch of stories here, and then we're going to wrap up.
Did we just come back from break?
Yeah, we did.
Damn.
But we got this last break of the night, and then we're going to come back.
You got to pay some bills?
Yes, I got to pay bills.
What bills? I'm just messing with you.
This studio, I got to pay bills. So just like Chris has to pay bills at Peabody's, I got to pay bills here at the studio. So, all right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some news and wrap up the show and get the hell up out of here. You listen to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise. Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
MorningShowCentral.com.
Got time in your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! 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 Ow!
What?
Ow!
Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
User-friendly
and ready to serve.
MorningShowCentral.com.
If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think.
And the whole planet is listening.
Find out how you can advertise.
Email Chris at MorningShowCentral.com.
Call the show toll free.
1-888-668-0742.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more,
Guitar Center has you covered.
Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade.
With the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area.
They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them.
You should too.
Need to know more?
Go to GuitarCenter.com. MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following.
This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. User-friendly
and ready to serve.
MorningShowCentral.com.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel
dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy.
with plans starting at only $3 $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
This is President Barack Obama, and you're listening to MSC Radio Network.
Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email. Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. There's more to life than mindless entertainment. You'll find out right after our show. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheese fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. Can almost taste it. Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs. So damn good. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to TurnScore. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, TurnScore is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. TurnScore is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. TurnScore will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, TurnScore is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscore.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com. This is the best of Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Dominic, and we're here live, rocking the range with American Fangs. So we're going to get a couple guys here from the band here. Just going to shoot the shit here for a second and just talk about what the hell happened to them, recently.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kyle from the American Fangs, and we recently. Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead. No, you take the reins on this.
No, it's all you, man. It's your story, dude.
This is Nick, and I got a black eye.
How the hell did you get the black eye, man? There's a lot of rumor going around in this media tent here.
Oh, the big story is La Crosse is full of vampires who like to fight. So we took one down, as a group. Took him down. I got a black eye out of it, but I'm pretty sure he's got some broken ribs and a little bit of jail time.
You look like you got your ass whipped.
It looks like I got...
It doesn't look like it, man, but you did.
But he's so much worse than me. But I'm $150, he's like $250, so... He got me once. That's it.
So what caused it all?
Oh, he was actually breaking into our tour mates' Hollywood and Dead's bus. So, I mean, them being our good friends, we weren't just going to sit back.
Sure that wasn't Deuce coming back for revenge?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He sent the vampire out to, ruin their tour bus.
No. So we can just sit back and let that happen. We got to at least say something. And then it just snowballed into me having a black eye.
Yeah.
So I got a quick question here. You guys are, your music is starting to pick up steam and stuff, and you guys got a single that's out there. You want to talk about how that makes you guys feel that your song's finally getting out there to people can check it out?
It's crazy, man, because we want people to see how we dance finally. We've been a band for quite a while now, but we're just now reestablishing the band name. We've been on plenty of tours before, and now that we have the single out, the music video for Pomona, we're just, it's just snowballing, everything is just kind of coming up again, and we're getting
I got your CD right here. I got the single on it.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
I'll check this out.
For sure.
For the camera, even though Ustream is really messed up today.
No worries. It's going nuts.
So what do you guys got planned, for the summer?
Hopefully some more tours. We haven't confirmed anything quite yet. I think we confirmed one tour in the fall, but...
Later this fall, we're going to be going out with Story of the Year for their 10-year anniversary of their first record, Page Avenue. And next month, in June and July, we're going to be going out with a band called Middle Class Rut.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think that'll be really good.
Yeah, those are two bands, man, who are really, they reach that pinnacle to a point, but to get on the road with them, man, I think it'd be cool for you guys to pick up some new fans and stuff and really get the word of your music out.
Definitely. And we have a festival back home where we're from, the Free Press Summerfest, which is taking place June 1st and 2nd. And then I think we're also opening up for Fall Out Boy in our hometown as well. So that's something else we're looking forward to.
You're going to end up with a lot of the older chicks at that show now.
Yeah, I hope so.
Now they're of age.
Yeah, exactly.
So is there anything you want to tell your fans out there? Or new fans, why you want to bring them into your camp?
Let's hang out. That's what we want to say. Let's all hang out. I grew up hanging out with bands after and before shows, and that's kind of gone away, and man, we're bringing that back. We just want to hang out. Come to our show and you will hang out with us.
Nice.
We'll make it happen.
And it's free. There's no cattle line where we're not looking you in the eye and signing your poster and pushing you out of the door. Our posters are free. Our signatures are free. We're normal people, just like you, and we want to hang out with you.
Yeah. Come kick it. Come kick it with us.
Sounds good. Hey.
Won't you wait a minute?
Before they were somebody.
They played Peabodys.
2 floors.
Over 13,000 square feet of pure intensity.
Peabodys. 2045 East 21st Street.
Directly behind the Cleveland State Convocation Center.
And just a block away from the Playhouse Square District.
If you want to find out who's coming to Peabody's,
check them out online. Peabodys.com. When Cleveland rocks,
it's at Peabody's. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Oh, yeah, he's got a show. So he's going to be at the show tomorrow.
Shitting
himself while he's playing drums. So here, I'll give you a bit of advice. Just take a bucket with you and sit on the bucket instead of the drum chair. And then you can just shit your heart out right there on...
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
I have to eat it until I throw up. That was the deal.
Well, according to the Facebook, it said you had to eat a jar of tartar sauce. Didn't it say that? Am I right?
Yeah,
there?
I did say you have to eat a jar, dude.
So here's the jar of tartar sauce. Now, I even said, Billy, go buy the tartar sauce. Now, he could have bought a smaller one than this.
Actually,
he could have brought a packet in, and it would have been cool. See what I'm saying?
You, dude, you should have brought a fucking pack, dude.
So he brought a 9-ounce jar. So he kind of fucked himself. So it's on him now. So you have to eat the jar.
We're a team. We're a team, Darnell. Me and you were a team.
No, you're white and I'm black. I'm not doing it.
Right, exactly.
Not happening.
He's out.
Actually, I'm black.
I'm going to feed it to you.
I'm blacker than you. I want to black off.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise.
What happens when a dysfunctional family
stops taking their medication?
Oh, this is so hilarious.
Keep listening and find out.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742 or get to the website morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. Dom's in there right now. You missed any part of the show, go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. There you'll be able to find all the archives of our show, past interviews, and the interview we just heard right before we came back from break was who down? American Fangs?
Yeah, American Fangs.
Okay, and you interviewed those guys at Rock on the Range.
Rock on the Range.
So, how were those guys when you interviewed them? I heard the interview, but what did you think of it, though?
They were really cool. They were really cool guys. They were very inspired to be there, excited also. Yeah. And they were one of the bands that opened up, the festival, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, that's the other thing, too. Some of these, like, Rock on the Range shows or these Rockapalooza shows, you think they would have, like, a lot of the local bands open them up, but they don't really.
They had one band that opened up. I'll bring that interview and I'll have it. I'll set that up. The band was called Error 504.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they were like, you could tell that they were like, oh, damn, we won. What the fuck are we going to do now? So, and then they had to get clothes together. All they did was they took some clothes and they started ripping their T-shirts.
Really?
It was fucked up. Their clothes were clean. They had real shiny hair.
I mean,
and they tried to have an attitude.
Wouldn't you think, though, like these big festivals like this and, Rock on the Range, and you would think that, like, they would spotlight some of the local bands, like, to open up for the big headliners or something like that, I mean, how do you feel about that, Chris?
Yeah, no, I think it's a good thing. I mean, Rock on the Range, I think they have one band each day. I think X Factor 1 was one day, and you're right, Air 504 is the other day.
Yeah.
I know Rockapalooza, they have a lot of local artists play that.
Mm-hmm.
They did last year in Cleveland. Fallen Captive just put on a great show.
Right.
Every festival is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think it's good to give emerging local artists a chance. Get them in front of new people. That's really important.
Has Peabody's ever decided maybe or thought of maybe putting some sort of festival on before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done various things. In September, we did the Rumblers event, which is like a big car show. We shut down the street. We have bands play outside.
Okay.
And we have a full-blown concert in the evening. So, yeah, we do stuff like that.
How about, like, Voinovich Park? I think that would be cool.
Actually, I had a great meeting with Cleveland Downtown Alliance
Okay.
early in the week, and they put me in contact with someone. So that's a conversation we're going to be having very soon. So
That'd
we'll see
be,
how it goes.
That would be awesome if you guys can do something like that.
I mean, Boynton Park is such a cool space. I mean, I saw Run DMC there. I saw
Mhm.
Jane's Addiction there as part of Gravity Games. Yeah, I'd really be into doing something over there. It'd be fun.
That'd be fun though, especially a lot of the local bands would love to play something like that too, because
Right.
you have a lot of like the mainstream bands coming in from out of town, and then they would open up for them, and that would be a good look for Cleveland too.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have that many venues for big mainstream bands, but we do have small little pockets venues that are awesome. Something like Boynton Park would be awesome, especially if one of like the concert venues here in Cleveland, like Peabodys, would sponsor that or something like that, open it up and make it a Peabodys event. And
Well, I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to work with the Beachland and the Grog Shop and everybody else in town, and we all do it together.
that would be
That's
great.
what I want to do.
Now, didn't you guys do something like that before, where it was at the Fantasy or something like that, and you had like 20 bands or something like that at one point? And
that's the CMJ, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, CMJ Festival.
Right.
Yeah, we did do that. That was when I first bought Peabodys, and it was really an interesting thing to go through. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame kind of hosts all our meetings and kind of got the launch rolling with CMJ, and it was a good concept. It really didn't work out economically,
right?
Because instead of creating this super cool, when they do it in New York, it works out really, really well because it's a big annual thing in October. For us to try to jumpstart it in Cleveland, instead of it being this really cool festival everyone wanted to be a part of, it actually turned out into all the venues having to overpay and outbid each other for artists coming into town.
That sucks.
It didn't go the right direction.
Right.
It was a good concept, and it's something maybe we'll revisit down the road, but it just kind of stalled after 2 years.
how do you feel about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I mean, I would think that the Rock Hall would be more inviting to like a lot of these local bands and stuff like that are in, because we got a lot of good local bands in Cleveland.
Yes, we do, absolutely.
And I would think that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would be more inviting to some of these local bands, especially when they have events here in town, like with the Rock Hall, especially when they do the induction ceremony. I think it would be awesome if all the clubs, like the big clubs here in Cleveland, like you guys and the Beachland and Fantasy and whoever else, they get involved with something like that when the inductions come, and then one day it's so many inductees at this club, and then so many days it's the inductees at this club, and something like that. I really think that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would be. They would get more involved with stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think what happens is, and since it happens once every 4 years,
something
they do
like
it in
that.
Cleveland, I believe.
You did the induction ceremony.
Yes.
When was the last one that they did?
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years.
So they
ago,
got another one coming up when?
A couple years.
Yeah. So,
Right.
but that's going to be in New York. It's not even going to be here again. That's the
Right.
thing. It's like they trade off. One time it's here in Cleveland, and then the other time it's in New York City. That's the thing that kind of pisses me off, though, is that the fucking thing is here in Cleveland. Why can't we have the inductions here in Cleveland?
Yeah, a lot of people get upset about that. I mean, the reality is if you're trying to attract A-list celebrity rock and roll people, there's more in New York, and there's more amenities, facilities, hotels, etc. But yeah, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's here. Let's bring people to Cleveland. The once every 4 years is interesting. I'd love to have it here every year. But back to your point about doing more with the venues, I think the people at the Rock Hall are so damn busy gearing up for it that I don't want to say it's an afterthought, but I think that myself and the venue owners, we need to be a little more proactive.
Yeah.
I can tell you I busted my ass trying to book Slash last year, and it didn't pan out. So it was a so be it kind of a thing. But Bootsy Collins was over at the Beachland, was really cool. I went and saw Matt. Drawing a blank, Guns N' Roses, Duff. I saw Duff at House of Blues, and that was a really weird show. You weren't allowed to talk because he was playing acoustic and telling, like reading from his book.
A story or something?
It was a really bizarre experience. I mean, I'm sure some people loved it. But
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to a bar now.
I would start saying metal
Yeah.
or something.
It's really weird getting shushed at a rock show.
Exactly.
And the House of Blue security, that's what they were instructed to do. So they were just doing their job. It was just weird.
I hate to see if the lighters come out and stuff. What would he do then? Or something like that.
It was just him with a candle on stage and a guitar. It was really bizarre.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Things like that kind of like amaze me though, and Cleveland as a whole they have a lot of good artists here in Cleveland.
Absolutely.
And there are some that work harder than others, and there's some that just do shows to do shows. And I commend all of them. I mean, they all do a great job. A lot of them are in our chat room right now. They're discussing things. And Jude, I know Jude's in there from Karma. He's in there. I know that right now. And they're a great band.
Yep.
They do a lot of shows here in Cleveland. That's one of the things that I'm trying to figure out is what are we lacking here in Cleveland as far as getting the spotlight shined on us, because we have a lot of cool music here.
We really do. Well, I mean, first of all, the music scene in Cleveland is huge. CPAC did a great economic research paper, I guess, for lack of better words, on the impact of the music scene in Northeast Ohio, and it's significant. A lot of great things are going on, from manufacturing to venues to recording studios across the board. All the resources are here.
Yeah.
One thing, I mean, when you think music in the United States, for our cities, you think Austin, you think Nashville, you think Seattle, and I think that part of it's branding.
Yeah.
When I look to the city of Cleveland, with the emission tax battle we kind of went through in the past, the city council stepped up and supported us, and that was a great thing and a great step in the right direction. Long term, I would love to see the city of Cleveland somehow, some way brand us more of a music city.
Yeah.
Because the resources built, it's there. It's not like it costs Cleveland a lot of money to say, hey, look at us.
Yeah.
This is a great music town.
I mean, for God's sakes, they got Captain America in town. They just blocked off the whole West
Whole damn
Shoreway.
city shut down.
And you can't go nowhere. So, I mean, if they could do that, for Hollywood, they could do that for the music scene. And I think it would be a huge impact here on Cleveland. And they're talking about, and you talk about money that would come in for the city. That would be tremendously huge for the city, because there'd be so many different bands in town. So many people would go to see these bands and stuff like that. And you'll have people coming from Columbus and Akron and Youngstown just coming to Cleveland to catch these shows. I mean, for God's sakes, Rock on the Range in Columbus.
Right.
How many people were there? 100,000?
105,000.
105,000 people. Could you imagine if we had something like that here in Cleveland?
Yep.
I mean, it's always done in Columbus all the time. But if that was done here in Cleveland, I'm sure, like, if the Brown Stadium would open up their arms and say, well, we'll do Rock on the Range at Brown Stadium, I think that would be a huge thing for Cleveland. But that's another story.
Yeah, well, going back, I mean, Gravity Games was an incredible thing to have in Cleveland.
Peabodys Park would be another nice idea for
Absolutely.
it. So I mean, I don't know if you could fill 100,000 in Peabodys Park, but
probably not. But
yeah, but you get the idea, though. I mean, at the Brown Stadium, what is it? How many people can fit in Brown? Was it 80 something or 90,000 people or 100,000 people or something like that? So I think Brown Stadium would be perfect for that type of venue. So I don't know. My last question for you before we get out of here for the night: what do you think of the Cleveland music scene as a whole?
I think that it's very, very strong right now. I think that what I love about it is the diversity. You see, from the hip hop, you got the guys emerging from King Chip and Kid Cudi to MGK and Ray Jr. and all those guys. And in the rock and roll scene, there's so many great just straight up rock bands right now that I really, really like. Metal scene's super strong, really, really strong. The underground punk scene's really good. There's just a lot of really good things. What I like is if you like music, whatever you want's pretty much here.
Yeah.
And there's really cool venues that support the styles of music that you're probably going to dig. So, the biggest thing is go to a show.
Exactly.
Go out and support, because we have something special here, and we need people to go out and be part of it to keep it what it is.
Awesome. Now, if you guys want to check out one of the shows at Peabody's, the best thing you can do is go to Peabodys.com right now. On their website, they got all their shows listed. Like I said, in October, October 31st is their last show that they're going to be doing at Peabody's. If you haven't been to a show at Peabody's at all in your entire lifetime, you need to go to one, because you need to experience the Peabodys that is on 21st Street right now, because when they open up the new one, it's going to be a totally different experience.
Right.
And I think if you haven't been to one now, is a great time to do it, because those doors are going to be closed and that building's going to be knocked over. So you don't have much time left. So you want to head out to Peabody's and check out a great show. I want to thank you for coming in, Chris.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Because I do want to say is that you guys are legendary, like the name, in Cleveland, and you guys do a lot of great things for a lot of the local bands here in Cleveland. And I wish you the best of luck, even with the new venture. And where are you gonna move to?
Let you know as soon as I sign the dotted line.
I tried, guys. I tried all night, and I asked Chris when he decides to come clean where he's moving to come here on UNN and MSC Radio Network to let us know exactly where he's moving to. He said he would. I don't know, maybe in studio or I'll go to him. Either way, it doesn't matter to me.
Chris, who are you looking at?
I just want to be. I'm just looking. I'm getting ready to go to the board over here.
We're over here. Look at us and talk.
Well, I'm getting ready to go to the board over there. But like I said, when he finds out, we'll be able to have the answer for you as well.
Yeah.
So, what do you got coming on tomorrow?
On Maximum Threshold?
Yeah.
I'm not. We're actually taking a day off.
Really?
Week off. And what we're doing is we're going to St. Mary Magdalene to go watch Disco Inferno.
Okay.
So the whole crew is going.
Nice. That'll work then. All right, so we're going to get the hell up out of here. I want to wish you guys a great weekend. I know it's going to suck because it's going to rain probably half the weekend here, but do the best you can. And head out to Peabody's for a show. And those Polka Dot Cadaver tickets, we'll throw it up on Facebook and then we'll see what we can do. You said 2 sets, right, Chris, or 1?
2 sets is fine.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll throw up the other set up there, and then whoever wants them, we'll get them. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. If you missed any part of the show, go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. Check out the main website, morningshowcentral.com. Sign up to the website. There's a lot of cool stuff on it. And we'll talk to you again next week, guys. And we should have Via the Sun in studio June 13th. June 13th, we'll have them in studio.
Those guys are awesome. Love those guys.
So
Great band.
Because I guess they're doing a show with you at your place.
No, they're doing Tap House.
Tap House. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're going to be doing a show at Tap House. So you want to check the show out when they come in studio.
I think what that following week after that is Downcore.
Yeah, it is.
And then the last week of the month that we have Conquer the Unexpected is going to be in
studio.
Yeah.
Okay, not on the phone.
No, in
okay,
studio.
Cool. All right, so that's it. So we're going to get out of here. Peace, guys. We're out.
You just gotta know when it's time to quit.
Fuck that noise. We're not quitting. I think you can do better, Ted.
I beg your pardon?
I don't see anybody headed for the door. Listen to me. It's just like trying to fuck a Catholic girl who keeps saying, no, I don't want to. I'm really, really drunk and you're circumcised. But she keeps on making out with you. She's not leaving your Fiero. It means she really wants to. She just needs a little bit of a nudge, all right? A little bit of a coax, a little bit of a tickle, just to rationalize it to herself, to her God. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus H. Christ!
Did you miss any of the show?
You keep hiding from shit in the world, and eventually the world comes to your front door. Nice. That's very nice. I heard an episode of Touched by an Angel.
Then check out our website at morningshowcentral.com and visit the archives for this and other past shows. Also, check out the games, photo galleries, chat rooms, and more.
I heard that doing LSD can awaken your demons.
I ain't got no demons gonna get woke.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not controlled by the FCC, our wives, girlfriends, gay lovers, or favorite barnyard animals. And if you have any complaints, call someone who cares. Be sure to tune in next week for another sick and twisted edition of Uncensored Net Noise.
Tell him to kiss my microphone.
If you have any questions, comments, bitches, complaints, or great stories about barnyard fetishes, shoot us an email at show@morningshowcentral.com. Still can't get enough of Uncensored Net Noise? Then check them out at their website at uncensorednetnoise.com. Or if you want to go the Facebook route, facebook.com/uncensorednetnoise. And for all the sick videos, youtube.com/uncensorednetnoise. And be sure to check out the live show next Friday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Your ad said you do wet work.
That's correct. I urinate on other men for money. From Chris and the rest of the gang here at Uncensored Net Noise, have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week.